All right, guys, you want to know why it's so important for you to realize that reincarnation is true? Because you will have a whole different attitude towards this planet and what's happening on it when you realize you're going to be back in about 30 to 40 years. In some cases, maybe 60 to 70. But for the most part, you're going to be back here again in 50 years and facing whatever you created. And it would give everyone a whole different perspective, right? Like that tree you plant today, you're going to meet it again. You aren't going to know, but you have a vested interest in this world that continues. God isn't going to be like, oh, go play, and then you get to get out of jail free. Like, come on. You have been given this earth to care for it as dominion. You're doing a very poor job. There's garbage everywhere. There's pollution everywhere. And part of the problem is that Christians think they're just going to get out and go to heaven. And it's like, you're going to go to heaven because everybody does. And you're going to process all the mistakes you made. This is what heaven is, guys. Ready? You go to process everything you did to everybody. If you hurt people, you are going to watch it. You are going to feel what they feel as you hurt them. Every single one. So this is why they say, when you go to heaven, like when you store up riches in heaven because of the good things you did, when you get to go to the other side and you're like, wow, I made that person feel so great. And I made that person feel so great. And wow, I did a lot of good. That family had a whole different Christmas because of me, or that business happened differently, or whatever you did. Or you're going to go over there and be like, oh God, I raped that woman. And that's what it made her feel. That's what it did to her life. I hit my child. That's what it did to their life. I thought I was helping my kid, worrying about them. Wait, I completely destroyed them and caused them to live miserably because of my own limited thinking. Like, that's what awaits you. So whether it's heaven or hell depends on how you chose to live. But either way, you go to a good place and it gets processed out and you come back. But you will process it out. You don't want to look at your truth here, narcissist, sociopath, whatever it is. You will be looking at it later because you aren't that on the other side. And that's why this evolves. And so people go, how can child molestation be just, And it's like, it's not just, but there is justice. Just because you don't see it doesn't make it so. And this is where we have to realize that there is an ultimate eternal system that is thriving, that makes a ton of sense. And if we would get on board with it and go, Jesus wasn't a God, he's a dude. And all Christians, if they take him off the cross, would realize, wow, we have a ways to go. He said all these things we would do. He did. We would do and more because he's human and he's our older brother. And we're supposed to be divinely healing. And if we're not, we're part of the problem. Who needs Medicare when you can divinely heal, right? Like, Jesus is your goalpost, Christians. And if it's not, you got another thing coming. But for all of us, we could all think about things in a more long-term, cohesive way. Really pay off over time if we would just get focused and a little committed. And I know we can. So I love you guys. Have a great day.